Celebrations, the most anticipated set of the entire year. I hope you guys are having some luck finding some packs to open and getting some amazing pulls. I myself have literally only gotten 3 boxes to open, and that's literally it. I have nothing else. But I can't complain too much because we have gotten some absolutely incredible pulls recently. And I know heaps of people can't even get their hands on any products, so I'm incredibly fortunate to have opened some already. But as I always say, be patient, more waves of Celebrations reprints are coming. Okay, so today I just wanted to quickly talk about the Celebrations pull rates. As most of you probably have seen already, they are pretty insane. And that is both good news, but also kinda bad news. Before we talk about that, just a quick update on the giveaway. I'm actually planning on doing a live stream in the next day or two, and I will pick a winner live. I just wanted to be a bit more transparent with the giveaway so that everyone can see that the winner is being picked live and there's no questioning it. Hopefully I can sort that out soon, but if not, I'll just announce it normally within the next couple of videos. But of course, the giveaway is still happening. Remember, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment happy 10,000 and you could win $1,000. Make sure to check out my socials as well, because each one you follow is a bonus entry into the giveaway. Alright, so the pull rates are important for a couple of reasons. Because pull rates will dictate the market value of the cards, and it gives you an idea of how much you'll be paying for these cards, and if you want to sell them, you know how much you can sell them for, all that good stuff. And it also really gives you a good idea for how the set will perform in terms of collectability, and also as an investment. So recently this photo has been going around showing the Celebrations pull rates from a sample size of 778 packs, courtesy of Card Supply. Now, yes, that's not the biggest sample size to go off, but it's the biggest I've seen so far.
That's what she said!
And it gives you a pretty good idea of the pull rates from this set. I've also compared this to my own openings, as well as a bunch of other videos and live streams I've seen of heaps of Celebrations packs being opened, and the general trends are pretty consistently accurate. Now, there's quite a few things to actually break down from these pull rates. I mean, the numbers are on screen, so I won't go through every single one in detail, but basically how it works is when it says the Pikachu full art is 1 out of 8.3, it basically means that, statistically speaking, roughly every 8.3 packs you open, you will get a Pikachu full art. It doesn't mean that you're guaranteed one from every 8.3 packs, it just gives you a rough idea. Yes, I know that probably seems obvious, but trust me, you'd be surprised. Anyway, so the Pikachu full art being super common isn't really a surprise to anyone. I mean, like I've been telling you guys, the hits from the main set are going to be so readily available that they're going to be selling for dirt cheap. The Zacian V and Zamazenta V are slightly more uncommon at around 1 per 13 to 15 packs or so, but since they're a bit less popular, I think there'll be a similar price point to the Pikachu full art. I've seen some people selling these for as cheap as $5 already, and I can pretty much guarantee that number will continue to drop to about $1 to $2 each. Now, I absolutely love this card, so that's fantastic news for me. I'll probably buy a whole bunch of these for that price and send them off to grading when it finally opens up, because I would love to have this in a PSA 10. In fact, I would love to have the whole Celebration set in a PSA 10, but I don't know if that'll ever be possible. As you can see, the Flying and Surfing Pikachu cards are roughly 1 in 20, and the VMAX versions are a bit more rare at around 1 in 25. Professor's Research full art is also around 1 in 20. So pretty much the only card in the main set that is actually difficult to get is the Golden Mew, which I'll get back to in a second. But all the other cards in the main set you'll get very easily. I mean, I've only opened 16 packs in total, and I think I'm only missing 3 cards. Now, the classic reprints is where it gets really interesting. Now, generally in regular sets, the Pokemon Company don't discriminate. All cards within each rarity tier are meant to have the same pull rates. So within a set, all the Rainbow Rares, whether it's a Charizard or a Dreadnought, should have roughly the same pull rates. All the GXs and all the Golden cards are meant to have the same rarity tier as each other, which means they should have a similar pull rate. But within Celebrations, I guess we have a unique situation in which the classic reprint isn't really a rarity tier, it's just a whole subset. But clearly within the subset, not all cards have roughly the same pull rates, which is interesting because it means that some cards have been deemed as more desirable and therefore more rare than other cards, even though there's no distinct rarity tier. Like, they're not all gold cards or all GXs, they're just random reprints, and some are more rare than others. But I do have a theory of sorts. Now, I'm no statistician. In fact, I did literally only 1 semester of stats at uni, and I still wake up in the middle of the night having nightmares about graphs and p-values. But I'm going to try to do something here. If you look at the pull rates for the classic set, you'll notice, and remember I've noticed this from other openings too, that there does seem to be some fairly distinct tiers. There's a 1 in 25 to 45 pull rate tier, which you can see the Imposter Professor Oak, Dark Gyarados, Here Comes Team Rocket, Rocket Zapdos, Groudon, and Claydol all fall into. Let's call this tier 1. Then there's a 1 in 55 to 75 pull rate tier, which is the Blastoise, Venusaur, Birthday Pikachu, Cleffa, Mew, Garchomp, and Donphan. Let's call this tier 2. Then there's the remaining rarest cards, which are roughly 1 in 100 or so. That would be tier 3. And then like the Tapu Lele GX is definitely an outlier in this data set, but I think it would also fall into tier 3. I know it might seem like a bit of a stretch, but hopefully when there's a bigger sample size, it will either prove me very right or very wrong. But like, it just seems strange to give pretty much every card a completely random pull rate, right? I feel like the tier system makes much more sense. Whether there's 3 or 4 tiers, I'm not 100% sure yet, but obviously we'll find out soon enough. Let me know what you guys think. Am I onto something here, or am I just completely losing my mind? Anyway, so let's look at some of the current market prices for these cards, which obviously are affected by their pull rates. These images are courtesy of Evolution Collection on Instagram. So as you can see, pretty much all the regular main set holos are going for around 30 cents each, but these prices will continue to drop down to 5 to 10 cents each as more packs are opened up. The only ones that are a bit higher are the Mew Holo and the Professor's Research Holo, which are playable in the TCG, so they'll probably stick around 20 to 50 cents at most. The Full Art Pikachu, like I already said, will continue to drop down to about $1, as well as the Flying and Surfing Pikachu. The VMAX versions will probably go down to about $2 to $3. Zacian and Zamazenta will be easy to find for about 50 cents to maybe $1 at most. The Professor's Research Full Art I think will be worth between $5 to $10. But that pretty much does sum up how available these cards are already. And remember, more packs are being opened up every single day, and they will continue to be reprinted. The prices I'm giving are kind of where these are trending in the short term, so like within the next 3 months, but in a slightly longer time period of about 3 to 6 months, they're probably going to be even cheaper than what I'm saying. The Gold Mew is going for around $100 to $120 at the moment, but this will be a $40 to $50 card at most. Remember, this is the rarest card in the entire set, but it's not the most valuable. The Blastoise and Venusaur, surprisingly, you can pick up for about $20 each. I mean, I knew they were going to be pretty affordable, but to be this cheap already means they're going to be about $10 in a week or so. The Charizard obviously is the most expensive card in the set, going for around $150 to $175, but we've seen this card really isn't that difficult to pull compared to other chase Charizards. This will be a $50-ish card at most when people keep on pulling it. Imposter Professor Oak, Here Comes Team Rocket, Cleffa, Groudon, Rocket's Admin, Claydol, and Xerneas are already only worth a few dollars. Remember when I said most people don't want these cards and that they should have picked better choices to reprint? Well, this proves that most people agree. Demand dictates the market price. But these will continue to drop in value until they're like $1 each. Rocket Zapdos was the only one that surprised me a little bit, but it is what it is. Dark Gyarados, Birthday Pikachu, Gardevoir, Luxray, Garchomp, Donphan, Reshiram, Zekrom, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, and Tapu Lele kind of all fall into that in-between category where they're not quite bulk, but they're not really a hit most people care about either, so they'll probably all settle between $2 to $5. For Mew and Shining Magikarp, probably around $10 or so. Umbreon Goldstar, which is definitely the best card in the set, totally not biased, will probably drop to around $40 to $50 as well. But yeah, that's pretty much how cheap everything is going to become very soon. And probably even cheaper as more time passes. It's not that surprising considering you pull a classic set hit every 2.5 packs and a main set hit every 2 packs. I mean 90.6% of the time you'll be pulling a hit, which is kind of crazy to think about that hits are so common in this set. Like that is ridiculously high. But as I've been saying for months, this set will be super easy to complete and the cards will be cheaper than the fake cards on Wish.com. I think if it does get confirmed that there are rarity tiers, we might see some shifting of prices up and down, but for the most part, this is kind of what to expect. Now, like I said earlier, this is both good news and bad news. Mostly good news because it means the set will be easily accessible and super easy to complete and enjoy. But the little bit of bad news is that it's almost too easy to complete. I mean, yes, it's going to be really fun for those first few packs or so, but very quickly, all you're going to get is main set doubles and occasionally a new reprint until you eventually complete the whole set. Personally, I do find the chase to be a thrilling aspect of the hobby, but then again, maybe I just have a crippling gambling addiction. But thankfully for me, I've only opened up a few packs, so there's still plenty more fun to be had as we open up more celebrations on this channel. I know the quality of my openings is a bit shoddy at the moment, but there are improvements coming very soon. But I just have to say, I really do appreciate all the love and support on all of these videos, and I'm glad so many of you actually enjoy them. There should be another one very soon, but until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Are you serious?